Hey, it's just crazy. Is it just me? Is it only me? It's because I had a beer this morning. It's my first beer since, I don't know, since last year. I don't think I had a beer this year. Maybe I did have one beer. The reason I bought it is because of the king and his mustache and his crown and the sun in the background. It says, God of the sky, shake me up. I am the fool. I am the raven. I am the crow. I sing the song. I is the calling of the wolf. Here comes the chicken in the sky. Here's my red hat. Here's my turkey beard. Blue and red. Blue and red. 40, 27, spirit of 67. Bring me to the two passages of 55. Where does 55? Where do you want to find 55? You find 55 between 5 and 6. The roadway here is 55. You find the roadway between 4 and 7. The roadway is 55. 4 plus 1.5 is 55. 7 minus 1.5 is 55. 56 fits in between 47 as 11, 11. 5 and 4 is 9. 6 and 7 is 13. Equals 22 for life. 0, 5, 0, 6, 0, 7, 0, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 240 plus 22 equals 262. Okay, 20, 20. The transmission is TT to 52. 52 equals to Y. And Y, because the 25th and 27th letter, 25 and 27. This one equals to 10 and equals to 7 is 17, becomes 167. Y. 10 becomes 16, the light of 7. 07 becomes 67 of 16, becomes 83, becomes the church. 83 becomes the church. WO of woman is 38, and 28 is man, because the 10 is missing. Which 10 is missing? One in between that links. 6 and 4 on this side, and 4 and 6 on this side. 10, 10, linked by the middle. Anything in the middle is 1.5 times anything. So we come back to the beginning. Because we have to put all these zeros, we can't run from here. 4 becomes 13. 5 becomes 14. 6 becomes 15. 7 becomes 16. Bring me on the light. First row A, second row B, third row C. Which level is it? There's 12 levels. The 12 letters equal to the letter L. 12 levels down, 3 levels across. C and L, ciel means sky. It means birth of her in the sky. It has to be done this way. The roulette is this way. Everything in the world is this way. You go to this side, it's a touchdown. You go to this side, it's a touchdown. You go in the center, it's center field. Here becomes 29, the birth inside the sunshine of 11. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 is 65. Communication or cross communication. 1 by 4, 1 plus 4 is 9 or 54. The sun of cross communication, 9, 11. 54 becomes 109, becomes 169. 169 becomes the light of the spirit birth. The 1 is a cross. It's a crisscross. 1 and 1 divides 2 sides. It creates this side here. It creates this side here. It creates this side here. And it creates this side over here. This is the God of the sky, and it has to be done this way. This is first level. But after that, second level. 13 becomes 22. 14 becomes 23. 15 becomes 24. Grover Cleveland, the split of presidencies. Level number 2, section from the top. What is this? The numbers go to 36. 36 down to here is 12, 13, 14 numbers. 12 13, is it 12, 13, 14 numbers? This is actually the 14th, 15 numbers. This becomes 37 Nibiru, 37 Nibiru, 37 Nibiru. Count this number. Not 14 minus. 14 minus plus the 1, because you're standing on it. 15 becomes the egg inside life. 14 becomes the sun inside creation. 13 becomes the energy inside the hat, inside the heaven of 8, 8 and 6, okay? Heaven of 8 and 6, okay? So we have 22, 22, again, 23, 24. We have 4, 5, 6, 7. It's always 4, 5, 6, and the gateway. And then 8 is the split gateway. This is the split gateway between here and here. Here is the light. The light must come in on this angle. That's the way it seems like. You notice everything? It rains on certain angles, and the light must come in on this angle. This is the sky. Now, should I take this to another level? Let's go. 4 becomes 13, becomes 22, becomes 31. The AC energy reverse. We live in between this one over here. 14, the reverse over here is 34. 15, the reverse over here, excuse me, is this right? 14, 23, 32. Sorry. This is the gateway, and this one is 33. Again, this is your record player. 33, 3 and 3. This becomes your 6-9. This becomes your 5-6, your communication, and your 6-9, the reverse. 5-6, 6-5. When we reverse it upside down, it becomes 95. I-95, you want to see how the I-95 runs? We have to understand this is what we have to understand. This is the alphabet. This is the only letter that can be flip-flopped in any single way and can become always the same. This letter can be turned this way and flipped upside down to remain the same. This letter is the I, turns upside down, remains the same. Okay? It has C and C open face. This is U and N, C, 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 U, N. This letter over here can be flipped upside down in any way to become the same thing. 24, 33, 41. 41 is inside E, 41 is inside O, and 41 is inside U, becomes total 21, 36, 41. Same thing. 69, 9, and 1 is 10. U is 21. Let me show you a different way. 4 and 6 is 10. 1 and 9 is 10. 4 and 9 is 13. 1 and 12 is 13. 4 and 10 is 19. 21 and 22. 19 and 22 equals to 41. One more time. We need to bring it into the 7, the 10, and the 13 world. 41, what happens to 41? This is the change in your pocket, a quarter, a dime, a nickel, and a penny, and what you can do with it. And this will make your 5, 1 inside 4. 6 plays inside 9. Okay, this is the birth, and this is what plays through the moon. How do we know the moon? Because in between these two is 7 and 8. In between these two is 2 and 3, and 7 and 8 is 10, 10. 2 and 3. 2 and 3 and 7 and 8. 8 and 2 is 10, 7 and 3 is 10. 8 and 3 is 11, 7 and 2 is 9. 23, okay, this one will equal 56 and 15 will equal 61, creating the light for 11 of creation. 36, 46, 40, 36, 46, 47. 6 and 13 equals to 60. This will be something to do with the sun, okay? See, there's two things, blue and orange. One is 40, one is 60, okay? One orange will say 2 worlds of orange. This will say Zion, Israel, the split between the left and the right. The total is 112 or 3 and 7. Nibiru. Blue-orange will equal to Nibiru when the numbers are finished. Now we're going to go to this. We're going to do it easy. We're going to start right now by the letters that are in order, okay? X, T, U, V, W, X in order. 24 and 23 and 22 is 69. Bring in 21, which is the split world, alpha, beta, of life, of creation, of the 9 lives of the cat inside the hat, because 3 times this is 72 the way the clock works. 4 times this is the reversal of 41, USA. 90, 110, the Twin Towers, and that's where it stops to the right of the O, and then the left of the O. We skip the O, we get 123, 132, 133, birth of the sun and moon. Birth of the sun, 4 times 1, 4 plus 1 is 54, and 54 is 108, becomes 168. Why do I put 186? 0, 0, 0. 3 of these are below 10. Okay? 2 of these, which are the moons, M-O, which means the Word. The Word of God is inside the moon. Now, the moon is not only in the sky, but it's your head, because you only have 1 head, 1 moon, and inside your moon you got 2 nuts. 2 nuts inside his brain over here. Okay, and you're connected to another 2 nuts. 141, 133 is 313. This will bring you your 88 keys of the piano. This will bring you the doorway. This will bring you ABC creation. This will be the circuitry of the Twin Towers. This will be your birth inside rotation 96, and this will be reversed because 0 gets 6. Okay, So the totality is 141, but while we were counting, we bumped into 2 6s 12. This becomes 153. 1 5 and 3 says the ace of the sun. Now, the totality, okay, of all these letters, we have to add in M and O is 28. Let me add this in. 9, 18, 28, 31. The AC energy, 46 Zion Israel, splitting of the energy of the two worlds through the gateway of birth. 5 times 2 and 3 times 3, the gateway of energy. And again, ABC, which is the doorway, okay? And this is your EF communication, F, DEF, part of Zion Israel. 5 and 2, 6 and 1. Father to the Lamb. Why? Because 5 and 2 and 6 and 1 both say 7. 5 and 5 and 6 and 4 say the sun. 8 and 5 is 13. 7, 8 and 7 say the doorway. So we added them up, 156. 156 because there's a 0 in here, okay? And we can also take off the 0 and make it 141 again, okay? 141 again. So we keep the 0 on here, we go 156 times 1.5. Why is it times 1.5? Because 0 is this side, and then it's this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mia, him, Hayim, the motto. The motto is Hayim, H and I, the angel of man. O is E and A, says the meet, the team. So we're going to go 1.5 times this is 78, the gateway, into F communication equals 2, 3, 4 vibration. When we add up and we're missing over here 2 letters, what are these 2 letters? Why did I pick out these 2 letters? I do not know, but this is a Roman numeral over here, and this is a Roman numeral. So both Roman numerals can be reversed. This is 5, and this is 10. Add 15 to this, 171 become the gateway. Yes, I play with the letters because you have to. Now, how many letters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10, and there are 16. So 10 will equal to 16, and the other letters are 16. So within 10, there is the light. Okay? So if there are 10, the average of this must be 156, equals to 15.6, which equals to 6 and 6, which equals to 11 and 6, or 17, the gateway. Do you follow why? Because it's 0.6. So I add these two together. And then I multiply. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 is 6 and 5, 11. It ends up to turn out to creation 36, okay, on this side. Because once you finish the numbers, it's 36, creation again. Creation of the red. Okay, now the next letters that you do, oh, sorry, let me not go on to this. Then we have to understand 0 gets 6, 0 gets 6, 0 gets 6. Now, as I showed you in this last one over here, is 9 actually should get 69. But because 1 is across from 9, we put it to 61. Because 3 is across from 3, which is 7, this is your Nibiru. If you come to Nibiru on 7, you end up with creation. If you come to number 6, which is number 4, you end up with Zion Israel. And number 8, you end up with Venus Heaven. When 1, 2, 3, 4, 61, 62, 63, 64 is the same thing as 9, 8, 7, 6 because it's 10, 10, 10, 10. 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 is 10 to 100, 1,000. 10,000 souls are on the line. And here's the only soul. It's the only letter that can be seen from all angles in the same way. So now we're going to count the rest of the alphabet. Since this was 156, the total alphabet is 351. Take away 156 equals to 195. 1, 5 and 5, 11, 1. Carry the 1. 9 and 1 is 10. 15, carry the 1. 395. A, E, and I equals to a total of 15 equals to a total of O. This equals to a total of O. This one, 6, 5, and 1 equals to a total of 12. This, okay, if you add up in your sections over here, 1, 4, 7 will equal to your 12. 2, 5, 8 will equal to 15. 3, 6, 9 is not it. 1, 5, 9 is 15. 3, 5, 7 is 15. 4, 5, 6 is 15. 258 is 15. 60, 72 times the center of the star equals to 360 degrees. Times 72 equals to the Mayan count, the 25,920. And there's many ways to get this. The thing is, in the second part here, there are 10, right? Here we get, here we end up with 16. Remember I brought this up to 16. So what would 156 and 16 be? I have to bring this down to the lowest denominator in order to make the prime number. So 156 with 10 is 15.6, but I want to do it with 16. So I'm going to go 156 and 16. Then I'm going to do, what can we do? Can we get a calculator here and do it quicker? 156 divided by 4 equals 39. 4 and 39, which equals to 3 and 4, which is the DC energy, which will end up to do this. This one will end up to be DC. This one will be 19 equals to Venus-Saturn. The Saturn product, 62, 3 and 4 DC energy. It's all about 3 and 4, how we connect 3 and 4, D and C to everything. D and C. D and C to everything. And we understand that when we connect D and C to everything, we end up to this, Batman. Chicago, O'Hara, Batman. When we put letters together, it creates more letters. Now we're going to go to this. Why 186? 60, 60, 60. 666, 60, 60, 60 is 180. 180 becomes 186. 186 and 156 becomes 342. Check this out. 342 divided by 18 equals 19. Check it out. 342 divided by 18 equals to 19 times 18 equals to 342. 342. Check this out. 18 times 18. 18 times 18 equals 324. 19 times 18 and 18 times 18 equals to 324 and equals to 342. 19 and 18 are everything. It is the birth spirit because AR equals to 19 equals to S. Okay? 6, 6, 6. 18 plus 19 equals to 37 Nibiru, and this one equals to 36 creation. You add them together and you get 73 Nibiru, the red sun that's coming. Okay, there's a whole lot more. There's a whole lot more. I have connected in the last day. I have connected just about everything. I don't even know where I am already. From the time clock, if you want to go into the time clock, okay, into the time clock, 11:06 is 666 minutes. But there's more than that. There's more than that. You see this over here? It says Enki. Just by creating the middle and by dividing, there's one checkerboard here, one checkerboard here, one checkerboard here, one checkerboard here. You can't put any more checkerboards unless you divide it again. So this is the closest you can. 64 and 64 is 128, becomes 256. You have to put one down here is 512. You have to put one over here and one over here is 1024. You have to duplicate this until it looks like Rubik's Cube. Okay? It's all about just asking the question and putting things to the designs that works. You want to make Merkaba, okay? You have to understand the star. You have to understand the way this works, the way it turns, what's in the center, what's helping it turn. Okay? We have to understand what we can do with Rubik's Cube. See this Rubik's Cube design right over here? See this design over here? We only can put 2 cards. Can't put any more. I can't put another card here because I'm already using that space. So it's this space or that space. It's this space or that space. See the G? This is the G. Look, a groundhog to the left and a groundhog to the right. This is the C in Batman. You see the way we connected to the center here and I connected to the center there? It'll say 5 and 2 inside of it. And then I'll have a railway crossing inside of it. You see the way the H meets I? When they touch each other, okay, there's going to be, I can't put them right against each other, but if I do put them against each other, I get one line that goes in between. I don't want to draw on the squares. If I go on the squares, okay, I get 4 and 4 is 8 squares, 5 is the center, 8 by 5 is 40, the blue world. I go in between, I can create one line. It's what I can do inside. Here I don't go out to the outside because the C is not closed. So C creates 4, it creates DC inside its own words. Okay? 0 times 1.5 equals 9. Why? Because 0 equals 6. There is no 0, it's a 6. Inside the 0, or the bigger 0, is a point. 0 is 5. 0 is 15 and 5. The difference is 10. 0 and 0 with the dot in the center. 1 times 1.5 is 1.5. 2 times 1.5 is 3. 3 times 1.5 is 4.5. 4 by 1.5 is 6. Add this up and do the rotation. Here's the other thing. In French, this angle over here, okay, is the crossing inside the N. This angle over here is the crossing inside the Z. You put them together, you have A. These 3 levels over here, the only reason E is short, okay? Do you want to know why E is short? I'm going to show you why E is short. Where's the star on the next one? E is short because of the center. We put the center square over here. Here's your E, right? Here's your E, and here's your E on this side. But the square stops it from going all the way, but it doesn't stop it from meeting at the top, meeting at the T. We meet at the T in the road, the transmission, the changing of the highways. We come up from the left side to make the N on the outside. We can keep putting N over N over N over N in all the worlds and keep connecting. All you do is put a number 1, then put another number 1 on the outside, another number 1 on the outside. Put 1 on this side. Put them the same way. The ones, you have the M, love. You put them upside down, you have the N, 1 and 1, 57, 75, an expression of that. You want to talk about 10-4 CB codes? 5:15 in the morning, 17:15 at night. This says ACE. This says the light of creation of electric company, Earth and Jupiter. This becomes 5 times 60 is 300 minutes, 315 minutes. We're back to 1515, which creates AE and I, or 5.55, connecting of the Mayan gateways. The birth of the egg. Abba, Baba, the egg. Whichever way you want. And remember these dots in the middle. Those are all worth 5. 5 and 5, put them together, it becomes 8. How do you make 5 and 5 to become 8? The center of a square table is 4. To take 2 of them together, you got 8. When you move them together, here you got 3 sides to my hand, right? When I do this to my hand, you only have this side and that side. 2 and 2 is only 4 seats. Here you have 6 seats. Here you have 4 seats. The same thing with this paper. Sit 4 around and sit 4 around. But once I do this, you can only fit 2 on this side and 2 on the other side is 4. 1 on the outside is 6. The shading of the moons is inside the numbers. 1, 4, 7, 10, 2, 5, 8, 11 is the left side of the moon. 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, 11, 12 is the right side of the moon. In Lo Shu, 9519 is Mars is in control of Jupiter inside of us. If you want to shade the moon this way, it's 159. So when you see the sitting moons, you understand that AE and I have taken over. So if you want to understand which world is owning the shade of the moon, all you have to do is invert these numbers into the 2 worlds of Lo Shu. You can even change it to Chaldean, but we're not going to get so deep into that right now. The other part is the Velociraptor. You see this over here and this over here? I move them together. Inside, it creates a void. Because these 2 points hit, these points hit together, okay? It creates a void. If they don't, it becomes a moving staircase. This one moves, and then this one moves. One moves the other one. See the 3 and 3? Here it creates the 8, okay? Inside the 8, this is the minimum I needed to do, is 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2. We go 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. 622, 6. That suits me fine. 10,000 souls are on the line. That suits me fine. That suits me fine. Suit, SU, 1921 on both sides of free parking. So we understood what we got from the alphabet, bringing back V and O, which says 50. The word of life, V and O. Mo is the word, or Mosus is the word. Tav, okay? Tav, anyways, we're going to stop right here. There's probably a lot more that I didn't do. We will add on one more, okay? Bring me under 19 and 19. 38 becomes the church, okay? 38 and 20 becomes the angels of the church. Why is 19 and 19? And what's special about 38 is when you play the game Baccarat, if you draw a 3 on a certain number or an 8 on a certain number, you automatically stop. It's the only special one in there is when C and H come together. It's when L and H come together. It's when L and Q or C and Q come together. It's when C and U, the Q, C and U, C, U, and H, C, Q, U, and H, and it's all the C, L, U, H, Q, Z, all the numbers that revert to 3 and 8, okay? The piano, center C is 24C, but the 24th letter is X, sex. 23rd letter is B, B, U, beautiful. View, I don't know, view, I don't know what to do with this, but don't forget, this one can also switch to the L, Alex. Why? Because any family that goes with C, it's ABC families, okay? That's the whole alphabet. 1, 2, 3, families. And then there's A, E, I, O, and U, families. A, H, J, K, R. When you see an A at the beginning, well, it's the first vowel, it's capitalized. Anything that goes before A is a J and a K. You see an A to start anything, like at, you can say jat, or cat, K-A-T, like Catalonis. When you see it end with an A, you can say R or put an H, a silent H. You can put an R because it's A-R. Or you can do it the reverse for a different reason. Reality check comes in, and then we go back to the piano, and we get to the last key in the piano, okay, from the right to left sitting down, it becomes the 52nd key, okay, in which becomes the first key. So because it's a 52nd key and the first key at the same time, which makes 3 and 5. 3 and 5 is electric company, it's Earth, Jupiter again. But when we run it down to the center, when we run the end of the piano down to the center, 29 is C, 28 is D, 27 is E, 26 is F, 25 is G, and when we get the center C, 24 and 24, it's A. It's A and it's C and it's energy. It's sex, energy, sex, energy, sex, energy. Federation, gateway, alpha, sex, energy. However that works, I don't know. Raphael, 7286, and a constellation of Pegasus. There's more we can do with this. I forgot to mention one thing, okay? Hia. Because of these three. These three is 60, 60, 60, 180, 189, 198, 19 and 8 is AH and I, 198. 60, 60, 60 is 180, 181, 188, 180, 181, 189, 198, same thing, right? 1.5 times whatever this one is 31. And half of this is 15.5, is 46.5, the Federation. This side of the board, okay, equals to 100, did I get it? Is it 110? This equals to 165. 1.5 times this side of the board is 165. 1/2 of this side of the board says Zion realization. So we're going to leave it at this, take it as you do, and we're going to be going into something else that's going to be showing how 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, bar mitzvah and bat mitzvah, and the reason for bar mitzvah and bat mitzvah is because the bar mitzvah, okay, at 13 years old, it's 13 plus 0, which means you're in the center of that world. And when you plug into the center of the world, you become man. Man plugs in. When you have number 1, which is alpha, you need 12, and that is the bat mitzvah, which is Abba and Beh to come in. Abba Lam, Abba Lam. I don't know how it works, but it's B. It's 6 and 2. It's Venus-Saturn. Okay, it's 6 and 1. It brings the light. 6 and 0 brings 6 and 6, the books of Moses, the laws. The 0 between the AC, 13, 31. 1, 2, 3, ABC. Which way are we going to do ABC? ABC, 1, 2, 3. ABC, 1, 2, 3. ABC 1, 2, 3. Regardless of what you do, it always turns out to the red sun of Nibiru 73, Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching.